Peteiro has done, which is to win on the AFCON. So for me, I feel it is a whole lot of disappointment to be working with this guy. And remember, the last job he took, he only won, twice. He lost 7 times, and he was fired after 7 months being in charge of the BFA Stuttgart. So I don't know what to expect from this man. I'm just hoping that it will not end his tears, because it looks like a black market for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It looks like a black market as far as I'm concerned, and I'm not really confident on this man. I'm not really confident in his CV, and I don't know what is ready to bring to the table. Some people have said that because he's a German coach, he can actually instill the German mentality into the national team of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But then, I mean, he's a German coach. Why didn't the German Federation give him an opportunity to work with athletes under 17 to begin with? If it's that exceptional, if it's that good. And remember, this is a man that has never stepped out of the shores of Germany. His 21 years as a manager has been in the German Bundesliga. He has never stepped out of it. I mean, how do you expect him to understand the African football environment? I mean, these are the things, these are the issues, these are the problems for me that I feel, hey, this appointment is a bit shady, is a bit dubious. There's a whole lot that we do not understand. There's a whole lot that the NFF are hiding, that have done in secret to be able to go for Bruno Fernandes. If you remember, as of last week Friday, Jaden Henderson was actually talking to the media right there in Sweden that there were talks already with himself and the Nigerian Football Federation.
That's correct.
Yeah, and boom, all of a sudden, Bruno Labbadia was appointed on Tuesday morning by 5:35 a.m. I've never seen on air in the world where you appoint a new head coach for a national team at 5:35 a.m. I've never heard that before. So, there's a whole lot being done that is not coming out to the media. I just hope we keep watch, we see how this ends. I want him to succeed, but I'm just really skeptical about the appointment.
Okay, now let's get to talk about another sensitive area of the discussion this morning. Now, the coach, talking about Bruno Labbadia, before we woke up around 5 a.m. in the morning, we heard of the announcement by NFF. Then before 4 p.m. in the evening, a 23-man squad was released. Don't you think that, they are trying to impose players on the coach? Because for me, it should be the coach that should release this 23-man squad. But look at from what we are noticing, it is the NFF that actually released this 23-man squad. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it is a no-brainer. I think it is straightforward. Bruno Labbadia has nothing to do with that league, as far as I'm concerned. He has nothing to do with that league to begin with.
And that is the big question. Are you comfortable with that?
I don't have a choice. We don't have a choice at this point in time. Even if I'm not comfortable, there is nothing we can do. We just have to talk about it, because it is quite unfortunate. This man does not even know some of the players he wants to work with. He doesn't know them. So, if you remember, during the release, or let me say, what was actually released by the NFF, it pointed that Bruno Labbadia was going to get to work with immediate effect, immediately, which means he started work on that Tuesday. But you and I know that these players were not released by Bruno Labbadia. It was the technical man, it was from the technical place of the Nigerian Football Federation. And let me let you know something. I said to someone yesterday that our 2 games of the AFCON qualifiers against and Rwanda, don't expect any input from Bruno Labbadia. He might be on the top line, but whatever we see on the field of play is from the players. Their individual brilliance, their individual performance. It's not about tactics. It's not about tactical inputs. Because what do you expect from Bruno Labbadia? He doesn't know the players. He doesn't really understand their strengths and weaknesses. So don't expect any magic from him. Don't expect anything from him. So if we get a good result on the field of play, it is on the players. If it is otherwise, you also put it on the players. So that's just my own take concerning the list released by the NFF.
I'm sure we're going to get you live in the afternoon on radio, fast, if you are free then, so that we'll take a look at. He has come out to say he wants to have assistance, and for me, he who wears the shoe knows where it pinches. So I don't think there should be any argument as to that one.
Well, let's see how it goes. I saw reports this morning saying that he will be bringing some foreign assistance. I also hope that the NFF would give him some local assistance right here. I expect some NPFL coaches that have done well for themselves in the last couple of seasons to join in on the technical bench and right there. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how the people surrounding him will help him to succeed right there at the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Many thanks to you, Fast, for joining us live on this morning edition of Sports Talk on Atlantic Television Network.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we appreciate Faz joining us. Mike, time is not our friend, but Faz has said a lot in terms of preparation, in terms of what his view in regards to the appointment of Bruno Labbadia.
Yeah, if I must wrap up what he has just said, I think he's very pessimistic about what this man brings to the table. Then again, he's also very surprised that NFF rolled out the 23-man squad instead of the coach, and he's not also comfortable about the record or the CV of Bruno Labbadia. These are some of the basic point that he actually punched on the air right there, which for me, I think he's entitled to his opinion. But one thing is very certain, that we are very, very hopeful, and we are giving Bruno Labbadia all the support to ensure that he succeeds in this journey.
At this point, if you don't, you cannot tell. I mean, this is like he's saying that if you cannot win them, you join them.
And
we just have to.